Everybody, this is Tammy Lackner. This video is for the 21st Century video for the LEAP program of the Jamestown Public School Systems. And I want to remind you that there's a survey in the comments, and we do ask that you fill that out. Then you can be put in a drawing for a bag of school supplies, which are going to be amazing. So you definitely want to get in on the drawing. So today we are going to be making shadows. We're going to be going over shadows and making some drawings. So you're going to need, this is for all age groups. You can get grandma, little sister, anybody involved. You're going to need something to draw with, something to draw on, and something to draw. So if you're using sidewalk chalk, you can use your driveway, a sidewalk. You can trace your dog if you can get them to sit long enough. You can trace a person, one of your siblings, your parents, grandparent, neighbor, anybody. You can also use a piece of paper and a pencil or crayon and use a smaller object. So with that, okay, so let's go over what a shadow is. A shadow is when the sun or a light, any light source, is blocked by something. It creates a shadow. So if the sun is out and it shines on a tree, what's left, the black area is where the sun can't hit because it stops at the tree. So it creates a shadow. So when you're standing, wherever the sun is, the sun rays are coming at you, the shadow will be behind you. And that goes for any object. So we are going to, oh, I have a question for you that I'm going to tell you the answer at the end, but I want you to think about it. So what is the biggest shadow you can think about? I'm going to switch this screen around and we're going to look at what I've got going here. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, these are some of my items I've chosen. So don't have anybody home with me. So I picked my butler, Bernard. Bernard casts an amazing shadow. So Bernard's shadow, I can use chalk. I can use sidewalk chalk to trace him out because it's on the driveway. But then I've got some smaller items here. I try to grab a variety. So let's see. Sorry if it's a little shaky. Let's see if I can get it down here. Okay. Nope. Okay. So the dragon has a great shadow. And I'm going to show you what happens when I move him. When I move the dragon, his shadow changes. So when you're making your shadow and setting up your items, make sure that you are adjusting your shadow of where you want it to be. So if you might need to adjust your paper, because remember, it's where the sun is blocked is where how your shadow is created. So I've also got this little item made out of forks, and he creates a pretty good shadow too. But if I turn him, see what happens to his shadow? In some ways, the shadow is more interesting than others because it's where that sun is being blocked. And I also have, let's see, I've got a Mickey Mouse Pez. Again, if I move him, see how when I move him, whatever the sun is being blocked is how the shadow's gonna look. Whoops. Or if he just falls down. I have a rubber duck, same thing. See how that shadow is, it changes. So sometimes the shadow's not very interesting. But if I just rotate it a little bit, the shadow gets a little more interesting. So I'm going to show you how to trace. I'm kind of fond of this little dragon here. Actually, let's go over here. Let's do Bernard because he's bigger. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to get out my sidewalk chalk. And I'm just going to trace it. And it's okay if you don't get it exactly right. Oh, now he's moving on me. The wind is blowing him. So I'm just gonna do the best outline I can of Bernard. Try to get all of his little bumps. Whoops. Now when I'm drawing it, I don't know if you noticed, but what happens when my hand gets in the way? Oh, right there. My hand got in the way, so my hand is blocking the sun. So that means I might have to switch hands. So my hand is not getting in the way. Okay. So there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, if I move Bernard, see how his outline changed? But it's still there. So that's how we make shadows. And you can make as many as you want. That's the great thing about them. So, okay, so did you figure out what the biggest shadow was? Earth. When we have nighttime, that is a shadow. So that's how we get night, because our sun is being blocked by the moon. So the biggest shadow is nighttime. All right, don't forget, guys, look in the comments and fill out the survey, and then we can enter you in the drawing for the great bag of school supplies. Till next time, have a great day.